Hi, I'm Roxanne from Pancake and Waffles. This is Waffles. He has decided to join me in the screen today. And the only reason is because I have Lammy over here and I've got treats. And he's very, very excited about this, but it is his first day back at work because I am putting him back to work to earn money for his own kibble. And I've made collars for about 10 years, but took a little break. And so right now we're gonna get back into it. And we're gonna start out with what Waffles' first collar is gonna be. So let's have a little unbagging right now and see what he's gonna get. All right, let's rip this little thing open. You know, don't they usually have those little tie things on here? Like, ooh, yeah, they do. All right, let's see what we get in here. It's gonna be kind of fun. Aw, this one's cute. This one is busy as a bee because I am gonna put, like I said, Waffles back to work for making things. And let's see what this one looks like. And I'll show you what the finish looks like too. But look at this, right up here. Has all sorts of cute little bees on it. It's kind of fun. And this little bee charm. Oh, that's cute. So cute. What do you think, Waffs? You like it? Oh, come on, back up. Oh, nope, we're gonna sit because we're scared again. Anyway, so I just wanted to take a look at that, see what we have right in here, and we'll show you what it looks like when we're done. Hang on. We've got Waffles' collar here. It's the one with the bees on it. Now, the thing with this is I'm gonna try sewing it. I've never really sewn anything this flexible, so it's gonna be interesting to see how it stitches. This is normally what I use right here is your normal flat nylon for the dog collar. But this is actually his collar. So I wanted to use that to measure out, you know, the proper length. Now, since it's adjustable, it's good because he is a fuzzy doodle. And so when he goes to the groomer, he actually shrinks. And then when he gets thicker, it's you need the adjustability on the collar. So it's kind of a funny thing with the doodles, but I think with any dog that has to grow hair like that, you're gonna find it out. So anyways, I'm just gonna measure this out so that I can get it as close as possible to his, right there. Still need a little bit longer down here. So, a little bit longer. And again, you can measure it out, but it's gonna be, he's got I would say around an 18-inch neck. And oftentimes I'll do that. Like if you were going to order a collar, you just wanna order that one shorter. Going the wrong way, guys. When you measure around their neck, you want to put about 2 fingers underneath the collar to make sure they've got enough of a gap. And if your dog does have hair or in some way shrinks and expands, you want to probably make sure that you have enough for a gap. That is just about spot on there, so which is good. Let's see if we can get it all the way through the end. Now, the embroidery machine that I have, that's perfect right there. It's exactly what he's got. The embroidery machine that I have, I'm gonna have to undo this so that I can target these 2 areas right here so that I can get his name on the one side and his phone number on the other. And this will be in the middle. And yeah, when he gets his hair cut, it might cut it up a little bit, but I'm okay with that. So let me get a pen. You know, you might be wondering where Waffles is. He's sitting right behind me. So we're good with that. So what I want to do is just get a little mark under there. So I know that the sewing distance is between here and that little peach mark. And then same thing over here. I'm going to mark that side there. And even though Waffles is very bougie, I don't think anybody is going to mind those 2 little marks right there and there, right? So what I end up doing then is pulling this whole thing through so I know as this comes all the way through. Get a really big dog. Can you imagine if you had a dog this big where you need it? Oh man, big dog. We know between these 2 marks right here is where the buckle goes, and then that's where the sewing would be there. So, I'm gonna go ahead and get this on the machine now. So now how this works. I've got this measured out. I've got my marks on it where I can see where they're at. And what I'm gonna do is go ahead, taking a piece of embroidery material, put this into the machine, and then I always just tighten it a little bit. So, got enough space in here, and then we're gonna move it. So I've got, what color should we do? I am thinking black. Should we try black on it? Let's do black. So I think we're ready to sew. So should we take a look at it and watch it? This is the fun part. I can change this to black. And that changes it there. So we're gonna press sewing. And then all we have to do is unlock it and press the green button. Waffles is helping sew his own collar right now. He hasn't been there on the embroidery machine very much, so we're gonna cut him a little slack because he's a titch nervous around it. Yes, you are. So he's gonna be pretty excited though, I think. Yeah, it's turning out really cute. So we'll give Waffles his treat and I will let him go so that he's not totally traumatized by the embroidery machine. Go, bud. Okay, go away. So now we just wait. Okay, so this is about as exciting as it gets. The thread broke. I know. Oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? So I am going to go ahead and see if I can get it shut to get it to change. Yep. It threaded. Okay, so let's. Awesome. And it looks like it hit perfect right in between the two pink marks on the bottom. So what I can end up doing is stitching the phone number, but I think what I'll do first is show you the back of this one so we can clip it up, and then I'll do the phone number, and then we'll take some pictures of it for the website. So hang on, take this off of here. What you do, this clamp back here, just pop this up, push it up to the top, and it pops open. I freaked out Waffles, wasn't that fun? It's kind of the bonus. And then this just comes out of here. And what we'll do is I'm going to trim it up. We've got this here, and again, this just tears away. Now what I like to do, because everything costs money, this sheet I can use it 4 times. I just keep rotating it around. That's why that cross there, because I'd made a collar earlier for Waffles. And on this part here, what I've got on the back of it, you can see the tearaway sometimes doesn't come off completely, and then you also get some of these hanging, you know, little threads. So what you do is I get out my little toolbox I have, and in here I can go through and simply cut those. That's just a little, takes a little time. It's not that bad, but just kind of clip them right off. And most of the tearaway paper came off without any issue at all. So that's all you're doing. And you're not clipping the actual collar itself, it's just the thread that's on top. So it's not going to do any harm to the collar, but what it does is it just makes it look a little prettier. There'd be no reason that you have to do this, because you're just not going to see it because it's going to be against the dog's neck. But again, just getting right in there and cutting those things out just makes it look nicer. There. And this one. Again, it's just really hard to see it in here. That's just cut that right out. Looks nice. And then you look on the front here, which point I don't see right there. Sometimes they just look fuzzy. Machine does a nice job of cutting the stray threads. There's one right here. Actually, that's really funny. That's the design. It's not a thread. Looks like it. All right. So there we have it. Now, I'm going to go ahead and, as I said, the buckle part of it's going to go right between this and this right here. So I'll get the phone number on this side over here, and we will be all set with Waffles' new collar. We have Waffles properly bribed. That's why he is laying here so nicely. And I'm going to get his collar on him, and we're going to take a look. We got to wait, Waffles. We got his collar on. Let's look back over here. Right there. It says Waffles, and it has a bee on it. Isn't that nice, Waffy? You got your nice collar, and then we have your pretty leash right here. Oh, so exciting. Right there for your Sir Golden Waffles leash. And it goes so fancy with your big bees right down there. Isn't that neat? Looks so cute. Waffles. Yes, he's a very good boy. Okay, Waffs, here we go. Your cookie. Thanks for your help. That's what you get paid today. You didn't like that, did you?